tell you guys. 3. Yo! What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Libra Views. I'm Charlene. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. So did you peep how Nicki Minaj confirmed her ass shots that she got from Kimberly Smedley in her Joe Budden interview? Because I definitely peeped it. So for those of you who do not know, I mean, you probably should know, I'm a barb, but I'm not really, you know, the online Twitter crazy barb. I'm just the barb in the background that's just constantly listening to Nicki's music, constantly downloading, streaming, supporting. You know, she's always like in my top 5 most listened to artists at the end of my Spotify, at the end of the year when Spotify does your statistics for you. Like Nicki Minaj is always like in my top 5. So I'm that type of barb where I just love her music, right? But I've been following Nicki since she first came out. And when she first came out, we definitely noticed when she got with Young Money, her body and her curvaceous bodaciousness definitely expanded from her come up DVD days, right? So we kind of knew, but she didn't really say anything about it. But she did basically kind of confirm her ass shots and the bottoms up, I believe, or whatever song that was. She said, I guess the ass song, I think, with Big Sean, when she was like, I guess them, you know, I don't know, man, guess them ass shots wore off, you know. So we already knew that she had ass shots, but we didn't really know who they came from, right? So about a couple years back, I remember being on YouTube surfing the web, and Vlad TV had did an interview with Kimberly Smedley. And she was basically talking about how, you know, she did all of these celebrity, you know, illegal BBLs and things like that. And that she had definitely did work on an up and coming rapper / singer. And she went on to kind of expand about that. Now let's check out what Nicki Minaj said in her interview with Joe Budden, though, in reference to her ass shots and, you know, her getting them.
Acceptable to have surgery at all or anything, even though, and at that time I had never had surgery. I had ass shots, which till this day I realize, even what I did, and even with me not consulting with anyone to do something like that, how insane that was. Like, it's not that you go to a doctor, a professional person. No, it's some random person.
Yeah, shorty in the Bronx.
Comes in. I was in Atlanta
Queens.
at the time. And actually what happened was I kept on being around Wayne and them. And at that time, you know, Wayne, he always talking about big booties and all. Wayne would have like a new chick in the studio every session. So it was always a new big booty.
Creative support. That's what I like to call it.
A new big booty there.
A muse.
Right. Actually, yes. Actually, it was. They were his muses.
You like to look to the side and see something with some ass sitting there while you're trying to come up with a line.
That's right. And yes, I want to make sure I don't downplay those women, because they have a big part in the journey of a rapper's career. You know what I'm saying? Because when they are out there, they would give him that fuel. You know, them smiling, them listening. You know, he would do stuff and then just see organically what they would respond to, right? All of those things. So they were his muses. But I just was around them all the time, and I was like sister. I was like the little sister with Wayne and Mac and all these boys, you know, J Mills and Gutta and all of them. And all I would hear them talking about is big butts. And I didn't feel complete or good enough, good as those girls, because I'm like, oh my God, you know, this is what you're supposed to look like in the rap culture, and I don't look like that. And now.
But that was you telling yourself that, and not anyone else saying that to you.
No, yeah, they never told me that. Well, no, I'm lying. I think they said stuff sometimes jokingly.
Jokingly.
But to a young girl or up-and-coming rapper or anything like that, when it's from someone like Lil Wayne, it matters, you know, like, so even if they're joking, they don't know that the person that is there in that room with them is not finding it funny. They're thinking that, and this now that I'm older, I understand. Sometimes you'll say something in front of someone and you're thinking that they know that they're pretty, or they know that they're smart, or they know that they're talented or whatever. You're thinking that this is what this person thinks about themselves, you know? So you'll say certain things around them or to them. But a lot of times you don't know how insecure a person is or what their insecurities are. So when you say certain things, if around women especially, you can never take them back. You know what I'm saying? So where they might have been playing with me, probably thinking, oh, she's confident, she's good in her own skin, They don't know probably that I always had that insecurity. So they're just joking. They didn't mean any harm, but it wasn't a joke to me. You know, I was laughing, but I didn't find it funny.
And that was the experience then. I ask because today it almost seems like there is a female rapper starter kit.
Thank you.
That you have to have before you come in.
Absolutely.
I try to stay out of women's business, but
it's rapper.
So as you can see, Nicki Minaj basically was saying, you know, when she first got into the industry and she was in the studio with Wayne and she was in the studio with, you know, the other members of Young Money, and how, you know, they would bring all these big booty stripper, you know, Southern girls around, etc., etc. And Nicki felt like in order for her to be considered kind of like that girl, she had to get BBLs. You know, she had to get the ass shots, which are illegal, right? So if you notice, Nicki Minaj said that she got her ass shots in Atlanta. And she basically said that when she got them, she was in the studio heavy with Lil Wayne. And we do know that Nicki Minaj was primarily heavily in the studio with Lil Wayne when she first got signed. So now let's listen to what Kimberly Smedley said during her Vlad interview.
I guess they felt better thinking that everybody in the public and all their fans just simply wouldn't notice. The girl I worked on, who was an up-and-coming rapper and singer, had her work done before she was in the public eye. People didn't really know who she was. She was smart, but she did it on the onset of her career. Her new look is all people saw. There are no old pictures to compare her to. So this is clearly not Nicki Minaj, because they're, you know, old pictures to compare her to. I've had several clients.
Where'd you see old pictures of Nicki?
There's old pictures of Nicki.
There are not old pictures of Nicki from when?
When she first started rapping. There's pictures of her before her butt was big.
How did she look when she first started rapping?
When she first started rapping, well, you see, I was kind of around before she got signed and everything else like that.
And how was she? Was she a tomboy?
No, not really.
I've known Nicki for a long time.
You know Nicki Minaj?
I do know Nicki.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in a long time. I mean, personally, but no, that goes before then, sweetheart. That's actually when she first started.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
No,
when you said rapping, I meant when she was first trying to come on, not when she first got on.
Okay, because I beg to differ, you know.
Yeah, when she came on and she was signed, and yeah, she had the big butt.
No, okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I mean, no, it was. All right.
Have you ever done any work with Nicki Minaj?
I know her. I mean, she's a very sweet girl. She really is.
I've interviewed Safari before.
You've interviewed who?
Safari, her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
Right. And, you know, we talked about the whole butt thing. You know, it is what it is kind of his statement.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Was that something that you supported? Where you were like, yo, let's just go huge. Like, yo, I'm telling you, like, this is going to work. We're going to go crazy. We're going to do this.
Yo.
And you can't even say it didn't work.
Wow, that's a hell of a question.
Was there something that Safari was like, yeah, like, yo.
Yo, man, all that matters is that Nicki is a beautiful person now.
I think it's pretty clear when you look at the pictures of Nicki like the old pictures of Nicki when she was first starting to rap, and when you look at her now, clearly she's had work done on her butt.
Oh,
I'll go ahead and say that.
well, you can say.
I can go ahead and say that. But you know Nicki Minaj.
She's a very sweet girl. She's nice.
Okay.
And she's grown into a nice, young lady. Well, lady.
Okay. I've had several clients come to me who were already very famous. It was senseless to be so secretive for the first 20 years.
Now, as you can see there, Kimberly basically, she didn't say any names, but as Vlad was basically reading the because basically Vlad downloaded her book, so he can kind of dig into the tea and the different people that she worked with, and he started reading this excerpt from the book, as you heard, and he was basically saying, you did a rapper up and coming, but there's no pictures of Nicki Minaj beforehand. Now, Vlad was just acting a little slow and delayed because clearly that was about Nicki allegedly. But Vlad was like, well, there are pictures of Nicki Minaj, before the surgery. And it's just like, yes, there were pictures of Nicki Minaj, but that was on her come up DVD. Kimberly was basically saying, there's no pictures of her before she got with Young Money, pretty much. So that's basically what I think Kimberly was trying to say, and Vlad was just too delayed to read between the lines. But Kimberly, as you saw, she was trying to say, well, what do you mean there's pictures of Nicki? There's not pictures of Nicki. Like, she didn't say flat out that I did Nicki Minaj's ass shots, allegedly. She basically was trying to get Vlad to see, like, hold on, wait, like, are you sure about that? Like, I mean, there aren't really pictures, well, whatever. And then as she went on, she basically went on to say she knows Nicki. Nicki's a sweet girl. She hasn't seen Nicki in a long time. Now, mind you, this woman made millions of dollars in her illegal butt injection career. She made millions of dollars, and from what she was saying, she had did tons of celebrity women in the industry, and she's based in Atlanta. And Nicki Minaj definitely made it a point to say, no, I was in Atlanta when I got my my ass shots. And Kimberly Smedley, when she got busted and where she resided, was in Atlanta. And she basically said that she did all of these celebrities, and she kind of hinted that she allegedly met up with the Whitney Houston because she was inquiring about getting her BBL, or her ass shots, excuse me. But yeah, so, there you have it. I think that, this Joe Budden interview with Nicki Minaj was definitely very transparent. But I think that if you follow media and if you follow podcasting and if you follow YouTube and things like that, throughout the years, when you hear different things, other things start to connect and start to glue together. Because like I said, Kimberly did that interview years ago. And we kind of knew it was Nicki, but she kind of whatever. But Nicki definitely talking about, her getting her ass shots and why she got her ass shots, and saying that she was in Atlanta, and then piecing that together with the interview that Kimberly Smedley did years back. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Kimberly Smedley is the confirmed ass injector of Nicki Minaj. I mean, she looked fabulous then, she looks fabulous now, so I'm not like judging Nicki Minaj because she got ass shots. I'm just fascinated with the fact that, like I said, if you follow media, you follow entertainment, celebrity, gossip news in that realm, and you really follow it for years, things will really connect and will, come together in the end. So that's all I got to say. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure that you subscribe and you like, and until next time, deuces.